All right, welcome to part 2 of this series. We're calling it Elementor Website Cleanup, where we've got this project. The client has this site, it's built with the Genesis theme, and we're actually converting it over to an Elementor website, and it's going to make it a lot easier for the client to edit it. But as we're doing this, I've got my colleague who's done most of the work of this conversion. They're doing a great job, but then I'm coming in and doing a little bit of cleanup with their work. They've got questions like, hey, did some different things, here's what's going on, and can you help me out? And so right now in this part 2, we're going to take a look at the header. And so here's what my colleague, it says, drop down text is not right aligned, can't figure out selector. I was able to add CSS that made the default plus in the main menu spot, all these different types of things. So right align, let's see what they're talking about there. On the original website, if we look, these drop downs, see, notice how that's the style. They've got these right align drop downs. Yeah, I see what they're doing there, and I'm going to look at this and sort of, we'll make a decision. We could probably figure out how to make that happen. Let's see what's going on. All right, so here's our drop down. And also, my colleague said, hey, I've made some design choices with regards to the color of this menu and things like that. And I see what she's doing here. Got this, sort of a blue, sort of, yeah, I see that. I may actually change this back to this color. And I notice there's a transparency here. Let's just play around with this. We'll see what we get. So let's go ahead. We're going to start editing with Elementor. We're going to go and edit this header right here. And before we continue, I'll get a little bit of drink right here, and then we'll go. All right, let's take a look at this menu. Okay, let's see what all we got going on first. So the client, wow, a lot of different margin. A lot of times, like in the last video, I like to let's get rid of all that stuff. Let's get rid of it. I see what you're doing. My colleague, applaud her for what she's doing at the alignment. But a lot of times, I'll get rid of it and we're just going to play around. We may change some of the things. And I said, hey, just copy what they got. So she was doing perfect. My colleague was doing fine. And I'm just coming in here and starting to play around. Whenever I start to see like funky stuff you got to do to make things work, I'm always like, well, let's just try to simplify things so that there aren't as many different little settings and see what we can do. Oh, yeah, and look at this. All right, so, yeah, I mean, first of all, just looking at this CSS, I look at it and I think, all right, so here, let's just zero this out, get rid of it, see what we get when we do this. So that's going to be, I see what you're doing there. Here, wait, I'm going to do this just so that we can easily switch back and forth. So now let's check that. Look at it again. Okay. So that's the icon. Wait, did I not do anything? Okay, there you go. So you reduce the size on those icons. I'm going to get rid of your CSS and just see. So got rid of that. Now, so you're trying to make this nice. Okay, I see that. And like, really, does Elementor not give us that type of thing? Also, breakpoint. Let's go ahead and change our breakpoint to mobile. I mean, in a minute, we'll check this for mobile responsive stuff. But submenu indicator, icon library. So there's that. I see what you did, and maybe that was your best move right there to set that there. But like, can we not style that icon? Does Elementor not give us a way to do that? I guess it doesn't, does it? I see what you did. Good job finding that guy. Let's do this. All right, so we've got it like that. There's our submenu indicator. And so if we're matching, we've got those two for drop downs. So, all right, so I'm going to update this. Now let's go pop a tab and let's go to our beta. And let's find our selectors. Good job. You found it earlier. I saw that in there, but let me just sort of, so if we're doing that guy and it's just our sub arrow. So if we, let me just see if we address it there and do a font size. I think you're right. You probably have to go. So 10 pixels. Oh, okay. That addresses it. So it's class sub arrow. Okay. Remember in the last part 1 of this series, I taught you a trick, and here's your trick. All right, all you have to do for CSS selectors, remember sub arrow. Yeah, you got some CSS going on there, don't you? Use your magic selector dot sub arrow, And now let's do font size 10 pixels. Yeah, there you go, 10 pixels. But is that how small we want it? Oh wait, check out the original site. 10. Does that look about right? 10, maybe 12. Let's do font weight bold. Wait, bold. Oh, that doesn't make any difference, does it, for that icon? Okay, I got you. Okay, so there, that gets us, see how much easier that is? All you had to do is find one class. The selector deal, the magic selector in Elementor is going to get us that. Now, all right, so here we are. And I'm going to let it, I'm not going to try to get it any more matching. Like, I'm not going to get that little plus closer right now. I'm just going to leave it the way that it's doing right there. Now, let's check these drop downs. You know, I think I want the drop down to come below that menu and align it right there. So let's do that. So if we do our drop down, and there we go. Pay my bill, report a problem. Okay, gotcha. Checking our original, pay my bill, report a problem. I like how my colleague has made the text a little bit bigger. It's going to be easier to read, easier to see that. What is this? Oh, it's a text editor. I don't know if I like that. Pay my bill, report a problem. Instead of this being, let's do, how do I want to do that? I see what you're doing there. Let me think. Sorry, I'm thinking on this a little bit. Do I want to come back? Do I want to have this be another menu? I sort of think I do. Report a problem, pay my bill. Let's see. Yeah. And then, let's see, can you put pipes between a menu on a nav menu? Maybe not. Maybe that's a little bit harder to do. Maybe I see what you're doing there. We'll leave it like that. Okay, for just a second. Let's work on our drop downs. So what we're going to do, let's come back on our drop downs, and I'm actually going to match. We've got. Oh, sorry. I'm going to match. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm rambling. Sorry, guys. Drop down. Let's do this guy. Footer gradient bottom. I think that's going to make it. Yeah, a little bit bolder. Now let's do. Distance. I think this is going to do it for us. If I do that, does that get it closer? It does. That's the thing. 7 pixels, 8 pixels. Let's try 10 pixels. Is that too far? I think it's about right. Let's check it. Let's just reference this thing. Here's our site. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Are we getting it? Yeah, that's it. 10 pixels. Okay, so now we've got this down there. Now, if we wanted to right align these guys, here, let's check this out. Here, let's do this. We'll move me over here. Now, let's find, here's what we do to find that selector. So let's select that. Now we're going to check this out. This is going to help you out. So I've got this thing selected, and we want it to be as if we've got the mouse hovering over it. So let's change it to computed. If we got hover, no, that does that. If I go one above the list item, if we hover on it and say, can we not? Oh, I just had to, if you scroll up a little bit, you get these guys, and then hover. No, still not doing it. What is it that needs, here, let's check our styles real quick. This guy, we'll do display block. There we go. So I changed it. So now we can actually select this guy. Now, if we wanted to right align our menu items, let's check this. So there's that. If I go up to the list item and I do, just check it out. Text align right. Right. Text align right. That does not help us. Oh, I bet this is set to display block. If it's set to display block, I think is what it's being. Let's try. Text align right. Not helping. Oh my goodness. Let me check. Check it's right here. And this is one of the things I hate about Safari is like the inspector. It does this junk to you. Like in Chrome, if I had this open, it did. But here we can switch this to down here, so that's going to be easier for us. And I'll just move me right up there. Okay, now let's look at this guy. So now we've got text align right. What do we want to find? So text align right makes no, right, that's my right hand. Okay, that makes no difference. And like, do we have a align, text align right? It's set to right. And you've got it, WebKit, match, parent, user agent, style sheet. Okay, here, wait, let's do this. Okay, do this. If I add the important, does that change it? Important? Important? No, it does not. Okay, because we got this thing, we're doing it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause for just a second and figure this out. And when I come back, I'll show you guys. All right, so we're just going to pause. You're not even going to notice anything. So just pause it for a second. I'm going to come back here in just a second after I figure it out. So here we go. We're going to pause. Are we paused? Did we pause? Am I paused? I don't think so. Let's see. Is this paused? I think I've got to select it. Hey, sorry guys. Oh, this might kill my video. All right, we're back. I don't know if you noticed, I couldn't figure out how to pause. It actually just stopped the video, so I had to splice this one together. We're starting right back up again. But I figured out what's controlling the CSS for like why we couldn't get these things right aligned. And here's the deal. It's the display mode is set. I'm going to show you this over here. Set to display flex. We could talk about Flexbox and how Flexbox CSS works, all that good stuff. But the key here is we got to change it from flex because there's an alignment, a justify content space between, and it's going to end up not doing what we want. So if we change this to display block, now we can do that, the alignment. So we're going to have to target our anchor tags and do display block, and then we'll see if we need to do align right. So let's go back in here. Where are we? Let's edit this guy, and we'll get this fixed up really quick. All right, so now let's select our menu. Let's select advanced. Let's look at our custom CSS, and we're going to do selector A, display block. Now that we've done that, now we just need to do text align right. Not that I think this is the best design for a menu, but that gets it. Okay, there we are. Text align right. So that's going to match the site that we're copying. Yeah, there we go. It's got that. And then I'm not going to do all this junk where they've got the menu overlap and all that stuff. Let's just, where we're going to get these, let's get the highlight change. We'll go back in here. And first off, we can get rid of all that junk. And we're just using our selector magic query. Now, back to this. Let's look at the drop down itself. So the drop down, let's style it. And we're going to fix this thing back to have a background color. Let's make it white with our blue. Oh, shoot. Did I just do the wrong thing? I did, didn't I? Sorry. Let's take that back. Let's take that back to white text and do that to that. Now, so that's that. Now we want to go on hover. Sorry, guys. Okay. However, we want to invert that. So let's go with our footer gradient bottom, and background's going to be white. So let's see. Does that look good? We like that? Fair enough. Now let's also give it a little drop shadow to our drop down as well. So we'll go down and add a box shadow. Let's set this at 3, 3. And let's see what that looks like. I don't think we need to blur it that much. Let's try it at 3 as well. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. A little bit of, we can see that guy. All right. I think we like that. Gets us there. Now let's change the highlight. You know, maybe, I see what we're doing here. I like the blue. I'll take that blue. Let's make this our hover, the text color. Let's do this as primary. How about that? There we go. Sure. Let's do that. Okay. Now we've done that. Let's check on our notes from, so drop down text not line. We figured that out. I was able to add CSS, make the default blah, blah, blah. We figured that out. Payout bill. I set this up as text with links. I changed the color to be gray in the text editor. I can't figure out how to turn it blue on hover. Try custom CSS, couldn't get it. Oh, so easy. Let's show you. I bet you know now that we've got. First off, let's see what that color is. It's going to be that. I'm going to copy that in my buffer. Now we can easily, oh, it's this guy right here. So we want to hover state. So easy. Let's check it out. So we're going to go selector A, hover, not hover, hover. There we go. Color, that. And now check it out. Let's see. Not doing anything right there. Is it not doing anything right there? Let's see. If I do an import, is it just not showing up in my... There it is. If I do important, we got it. And let's go ahead. I won't worry about text decoration underline right now. So let's see. We got all those guys. We got that. We'll go ahead and let's see. Let's make this a tel link. So tel 931-359. So this way, when you're looking at it on your phone, it's going to switch over and be just a nice little link you can click on. There's your tail link. And let's see, why are those guys? Maybe we want them blue in the first place. Oh, yeah, we don't need them on hover. We want this thing just to be, we want it to be that. Now, do we still need the important? Let's see if we do. Yeah, let's see how you style these things. So you set your typography. If you set your color, no. Okay, so we'll go back here and slap an important on there for right now. I feel like there's probably a more elegant way to do that without having to resort to that. But for right now, we'll stick that on there. Okay, we got that and that. I want to check one other thing. Okay, let's do this because I noticed that. Let me fix one other thing. Let's check this out. So I'm going to save this guy. Now, look at this. Look at this with me. Will you look at this? See how this logo, like you can tell it easily on like, okay, now we've got our menu updated. It's cool. All right. See how this thing, see you got that right there? Let's make that logo slide on over so that we don't have, so it looks like it's aligned. So let's stick it right there. There we got that and that. Now, while we're in here, you know what? It's a common client request to make the logo bigger. It's a joke almost. Let's change it. Yeah, I'm going to stick it like that. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that and just make it the size of this column. And let's see what our percentage is. Let's make it, we'll make it 15%, 15%. No, let's bump it on up. We'll do 18. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and work on mobile. I'm worried about these guys on mobile. They're not going to do nice, are they? No, not really. Not really at all. We're going to have to fix that. That's why I was earlier hesitant to do that. So let's go ahead and fix this. We're not going to do it as a text widget. No. We're going to come back and do this on the back end. Let's go on the back end of our site and go ahead to menus. And let's do create new menu. We'll call this header just top bar for the sake of it right now. Just top bar header. Pay my bill, report a problem. Okay, let's do this. Do these link to pages? Let's see. Is there a pay my bill page? Pay my bill? Let's see where we're going. All right, I'm gonna go here, view page, and pay my bill goes to, oh, okay, it's their link to the thing. And then report a problem is just contact page. Okay, so this is an external link. I'm gonna copy that link. We're gonna make a menu. Let's do a custom link. And it's going to go here, and we're going to do pay my bill. We're going to add that to the menu. Next, let's do what do we need to do next? Sorry, report a problem. So it's going to be the contact page. Let's do search contact. It's contact. There we go. Add that, and we'll change that to report a problem. Next, we're going to do a custom link again, and it's going to be that phone number. Let's grab it. Stick it right there. And we'll do tel. Make a telephone link. There we go. Gotcha. All right. Got these guys added. Got our top bar. I'm going to move me right back over here. Maybe right there. We're good. Now let's go and edit the header again. Let's edit the header. And just, I think this will make it easier, since instead of editing a paragraph, you're going to be editing a nav menu, right? Pay my bill, report a problem. Yeah, let's do it. Let's stick a nav in there, and we're going to do header top bar, and we're going to do that. We're going to, yeah, and let's see, delete it. Okay, now there's that. Now for our underline, we don't want to. Let's do a background, and for the style for this background, let's do the pointer color, and we're actually going to do this. I've got an idea for this. It's going to be it's very subtle. Yeah, let's do this subtly. Let's see, is this going to be, how's this going to be? Okay, do it like that. And then we're not actually going to change the text color, are we? Do that. I don't want it changed. I want it to stay the same. I want it to do that. Okay, next, horizontal padding. Let's change that to about 8. Vertical padding, let's change that to 4. So it's going to be like that. Now we're going to do space between 10, that, and that. Let's increase that to like 20. That. Let's stick a little bit of a border radius on that, 3 pixels. There, that softens that up. Okay, so there we got it. I think that's how we're going to land right there. Now, we're going to update this, and we'll just go back, look at our site again. That. I think I like that. Okay. All right, now we're going to go into responsive mode. Oh, my goodness. So this is responsive. See that little icon? We're doing things that are just going to affect mobile. So if we set that at 25%, no, how about 35? Let's do that. Now let's do this one. And can we make this not have a breakpoint? Toggle button. Content, sorry. No break. So we're going to do that. Now. How would we get around this? If we're going to style this thing and do topography, do this at 12. That might work for us, maybe. If we align center, it's gonna. I think that's. We're gonna live with that. Can we live with it? No. Yeah. How are we getting from there to there? Maybe we're gonna do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to add a section. Make it full width right there. Oh, yeah. Okay. And so on this guy, you set this. I see how you're doing this. You set a border and solid in the top. And I don't. Oh, it's your box shadow. Oh, I see what you've done. Blur is 10. Okay, so we're going to set your vertical to where we get rid of it up there to 5, and that'll get rid of it in there. And then if we do that, now if we set like that, no, not like that. Still, okay, I think that gets rid of us at the top. Now, we're going to have to do a background on this thing. First, I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to duplicate. Am I going to duplicate it? It's not wanting to. Okay, if I do keyboard shortcut, there we go. I had to keyboard shortcut that thing because when it was not letting me right click. Just a little fluky thing. Okay, now background. Let's set this to be the same color, that dark color. Put a gradient box. Ooh, that's not it. Let's do, let me check on you. What'd you do for your border color? This thing. Did you assign that as a color? Is that one of our colors for me to click and pick? I don't see it. We'll do this. All right. Header, top, border, color. Okay. We'll do that. Okay, so there's our header, top, border, color, and we're going to go in here and we're going to choose it. Where'd it go? Oh, is it this guy? Did I just break your site? Let's see. Because no, that matches. All right, good. All right, so now this guy, what we do is we can get rid of our mobile styling on that. We're just going to do this. We're going to do responsive. hide on mobile. We don't want to see it. And then this guy, we're going to say responsive, hide on tablet, hide on mobile. Now let's make him look good. Let's go with style, text color, and that's white. There you go. Do that. There you go. You're not going to see these hover states on mobile because you're going to be tapping it with your finger and it's not going to show hover state. But anyway, all right, let's do this. All right, this is 35%. So what is that? 65. 65. All right, there we go. Now this thing, let's style him for mobile, and let's give him a background color of the toggle button. Background color of header border type color. Do that. We're going to make this thing, this is sort of weird to me, but if we do it full width, that sort of gets it to where it works the way we're looking for it to do that. Now this thing is going to line up. It's going to look nice on mobile once we do it. Oh, and I need to change the hover state on that thing. Hover text color is going to be white. There we go. So that when you do that, no, not typography. No, not main color. Gosh darn it. Hover state primary. I need to change the toggle button. Sorry guys. I think I'm tired. I need me a cup of coffee or something like that. But anyway, let's see. All right, hover state color is going to, it doesn't really matter. We just want it to be white anyway, so that this is just for the purposes. Okay, that looks good. We'll go with that. Go with it. All right, now let's check it at tablet resolution. So that's not gonna, that's hidden. This is like this. Can we get this thing down to one line? Let's check it. Check this. The main menu typography. Let's see if we, oh no, let's start at 16. Go doom, 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 doom. So maybe 12, and now let's adjust some of these other things. Horizontal padding, 10. Current customers. Space between, 10. We'll do that. I think that's going to work for our. All right, now let's go back and check what my colleague has said. So pay my bill, report a problem, set this up, change the color to be blah, blah, blah. We've got that fixed. All right, we just fixed our header. I think we fixed our header. So part 2 is we got our header fixed. Let's view that page. Let's go with the home. There we go. I think we got our header. We need to adjust perhaps that offset a little bit. Make it go down a couple bit. One more thing. Whew. One more little thing. So this guy, select him. And now offset for our drop down. Offset, distance, 1, 2. Do that. Now I'm going to go back to the site. Do that. 1, 2. Needs to be a couple more pixels, right? Is that right? Okay. All right. 14. Try it there. All right. Check it now. That's it. Now we got it. Let's see. Does this work nice? Yeah. Okay. Think we're good to go. We've got our header cleaned up. There we have it. Part 2 done. We cleaned up the header. We'll see you later. See you on the next episode.